morning, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to Coffee with Malcolm. It's April 7th, 2025. Robert, he is here with me this morning. Hey, Robert. He's going to be needy this morning. You never know what his attitude or, or his, I wouldn't say attitude, or his mood is going to be today. Each day is different. But it's been raining all night last night. And then, wake up and it's raining this morning. So, plus rain all day. Rain, rain, rain. So, needless to say, I won't be going anywhere today. But I'll probably work on the truck later on today if you guys want to join me for that. I'm not sure what time. It'll be spontaneous. It'll be spontaneous, won't it? Right? Now, he just can't get enough of me petting him now, right? So, you guys have a good weekend? Anybody do anything fun over the weekend? Check anything out? See a movie or anything like that at all? I didn't. I went to that festival on Saturday, which was cool. Yesterday, I pretty much didn't do anything. It was pretty good. I did go to my improv class last night, which is really awesome, I have to say, by the way. I'm so glad that I started doing that. And the people there are completely awesome. Everybody gets along great. We have a lot of good laughs. It's 2 hours long. It flies by so fast. And I'm starting to learn people's names. But like I said, I'm bad with names, so I'm still learning. But they're really cool people. And I look forward to doing it again next week. Hopefully one day I'll be able to participate on a night that they have, with an audience and stuff. Get to perform in front of a crowd. So yeah, that'd be really cool. Hey Terry, Johnny B, and Mr. Ramesh, thank you for joining me this morning, guys. I did not set a reminder. I was just like, poof, my mind was not there yesterday. I don't know. I'll set one up for tomorrow. It makes setup a lot easier for me and you. I just did not do it. I was lazy. So what are you gonna do? My hand has to stay here. He's not going to let me get away with anything today. He likes the fact that I'm going to be home all day. I think some mornings he gets here like this. And, hey, Wesley. He thinks I'm going to be leaving for work later. So, But he doesn't really understand that I'm not leaving. I'm going to be here with you all day long. What do you think about that? Oh. You like this shirt? Hell yeah, dude. It's you can get them on Amazon, $15, and they have like 5 or 6 different designs, but they're all pretty much the same thing. America, fuck yeah. So, but it's amazing how many people don't read this shirt when I go in public, or they don't respond or say anything or make any comments or stares. I'm just another guy wearing a shirt, whatever. But I appreciate that. Honest elk. Are there any dishonest elks out there that we don't know about? Some slick, conniving elks out there. Con artist elks. And there's 22 of you, evidently, because you have 22 in the end of your name. So that's good to know. Why is the Russia section blue on the map? I don't know. I have no control of the colors beneath the scratch off. It just, that's what they put on there. We got to get some people from the southern hemisphere on here. Did you know that if you look at the globe, how did he phrase it? I'm not going to say it. I got to look it up and see how he says it. Makes you think about it. So, if you're looking at the globe and you travel east, you're always going east. You're always going east. But if you travel north, eventually you start going south, and then you start going north again. You start going south again. But east, you're always going east, or if you go west, you're always going west. Some useful information for you to think about. Yeah. Yep. I'm good about that. Finding some useless information for you guys. I had to think in my head, get it straight before I said it to you. I didn't want to screw it up, you know. So head east, you just keep going east forever. That's what the balloon people did when they traveled around the world in 20 days. Love my coffee in the morning. Are you guys having coffee with me, or are you just kind of watching me and Robert here and talking amongst yourselves? Which is fine as well if you prefer to do that. No problem. Let's see what's going on today. They came up with, I was looking at something this morning. They developed a concrete mixture that can heal itself if it gets a crack in it or something like that. Basically, it has something to do with bacteria mixed into the concrete. It interacts and creates lime, which fills in the crack, and heals the structure. And then so I asked. I said, didn't the ancient Romans do the same thing? And they did, except they used volcanic ash. So it's not really a new invention. Self-healing concrete. The Romans did it. That's why a lot of their structures are still standing today, for the most part. And obviously, they didn't use enough volcanic ash on the Colosseum because a lot of that fell down. But the Earth is flat. Well, hey, how would you explain going east? How would you travel around the world in a balloon if the world was flat? Or they just do a circle above the flat Earth? I don't know how. I really don't know how people believe the Earth is flat. It just boggles my mind that anybody would think that the Earth is flat. I'm sure there's all kinds of conspiracies out there, from flat earthers to 9/11 to vaccines to all kinds of different things. But I don't know if I could ever. I don't think you could ever convince me that the Earth is flat. I don't think so. I don't think so. Could do it. Oh, it's a triangle. Well, now that makes sense. I thought it was like a octagon or something like that. A triangle? There we go. Look at it. What would we have to say to be politically correct on every aspect and every front regarding the shape of the Earth? Would there be like a universal... We accept all shapes on Earth. We accept all shapes on Earth. All shapes matter as far as the Earth is concerned. I don't know. It just seems silly. People. Oh gosh. I wish I could share some of the things that happened at the Improv last night, but just kind of you had to be there type thing to get it. There's this one guy. His mind goes one direction and then just takes a 90-degree turn on the subject and goes somewhere else and then comes back. It's kind of wild how he does it. I think he's overthinking it a little bit, but it's just absolutely hilarious how he tries to pick up the pieces and get back on topic and stuff. Maybe I'll get to perform with him on stage and you guys can watch him. It's pretty good stuff. It could be shaped like an egg. All shapes. Could be all kinds of shapes. Could be a cube, like the Borgs on Star Trek. Didn't they have like the cube spacecraft thingy? Speaking of cubes, I still hate my Rubik's Cube. I do not know how to fix it. I do not know how to solve it. Aside from breaking it into many pieces and popping it all back together. Legitimately solving the Rubik's Cube, I don't think I could do it. Well, it's not. Well, I see what I misspoke, Wesley. You got me on that one. Improv is supposed to be on point. If I get to perform on stage at an improv event or show, I would like to see if they'll let me do a live stream of that so you guys could watch. I think they would do it. We'll never stop making fun of you, Terry. You're that one kid in the classroom that always gets picked on, Terry. Yep. You can't get away from it, man. Can't get away from it. Yep. But try to tout that. I don't know. Let's see what else we got going on here. Some bear was rescued from a 20-foot cage. He was stuck in a cage for 2 years, and they saved him. I don't know the whole story behind that. Somebody's cat holds the world record for the longest tail. How do you know that's the longest tail? Somebody else could have a cat with a 3-foot tail, but they don't want to let anybody know. Maybe it's a secret. Just saying. Could be. They're laughing, going, yeah, right. My cat's tail is wrapped around the door and down the hallway. I'm not having those freaks at Guinness coming to my house with a tape measure. Oh, here's a story about India, Ramesh. Let's see what it says here. 8 years in a row, a lesser-known Indian city of Indore has been voted the country's cleanest city, an honor accepted to it off the back of a massive civic drive to improve and maintain hygiene standards. So if you go to Indore, you'll be in the cleanest city in India. That's good to know. If I travel to India, that's probably where I'll go. It does not show any street vendors or anything like that chaotic type stuff on the side of the streets. It actually looks like paved roads and these funky looking buildings and stuff like that. It says most cities in India are synonymous with garbage and littering, and I saw that too. Some lady measured her hair at 67 inches. Dang, that's a long hair. That's a lot of brushing. How many bottles of shampoo per shower does she have to use? And does she wash all of her own hair? Headaches with that much hair. There's a tribe or something I saw online. I don't know if it's a tribe, community, whatever you want to call it. And they pride themselves in having hair all the way to the ground. Longer hair, the more prestigious you are, or something like that. Yeah, but like some people, I think in India, women will grow their hair out long, and then shave their heads and sell it, and that's where you get all the wigs here in the States. It's from other people growing their hair out and buzzing it off for money. So yeah, she washes it with pig fat. What? Underarm hair. It's a woman's right if she wants to have underarm hair. Some people may not like that, but is she still alive? What? Oh gosh, I don't know if I even should say this. There was on X again. You see the most bizarre and weirdest videos on X. I can't explain it. This lady, she's sitting in front of a little table like this, and there's a cloth on there, and there's this patch of hair, and she's got it on the table, and she's ironing it out and brushing it, and literally using an iron, trying to flatten it out, straighten it, everything like that. And when she stood up, it was from what Terry said, her cooter down to her knees, and exceeded beyond the skirt she was wearing, and it was like a fashion thing or something. I don't know how real that was, but it was very disturbing. watching it like, what's she gonna do with that hair? Oh, that's what it is. Okay. She was an attractive woman till she stood up. Terry isn't picky. He'll take whatever he can get. German women flashbacks. Oh my gosh. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, here in the States, grown so accustomed to women shaving their legs and their armpits and all this other stuff. To see somebody with the hair is like completely bizarre. And yeah, you see a woman now with hair anywhere on her body except the top of her head and her eyebrows, you freak out. Even women with like have hairy arms, but they shave their legs and armpits, and they're very pretty, but they have hairy arms. It's kind of offsetting in a way. I have to admit, it's just because we've been so used to seeing women with no hair on the rest of their body anyway. I don't know. I don't know about all that long hair stuff. It's not the trend that I'm crazy about. It's geode shape. Hairy chicks gone wild. Oh gosh. Why don't they braid their armpit hair? They braid the rest of their hair. I mean, they could have little dreadlocks and stuff in their armpits. I mean, I'm just asking. You could do anything you want with it. Honestly, it's for you to choose, right? Not for me to decide. Oh, hey Jonathan, how's it going? Floss material? Oh my gosh. This dog is something else. I don't know. I know there are some women that only shave from like the just enough from where if they're wearing shorts or a skirt from that point down, and they're like, I'm only doing that just so other people. I don't care about the rest. It's all covered up. So, yeah, I remember you, Jonathan. I remember you. It's been a while though. You need to show up more often, man. And you know, if you have hairy arms, it's just not common. You don't see it that often. You're like, oh, what's going on there? And then I guess the stereotypical thought would be, well, if she's got hairy arms, she's probably got hairy pits and maybe even a hairy chest. We don't know. I mean, some women, most women, all women, can't help if they have hairy arms, obviously. But I knew somebody who would literally shave their arms, kept their arms shaven. Yep. Mm. Your real name's Jessica, not Jonathan. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. Why don't you change your username? It's easy to do on YouTube. Terry's gonna change his to Uncle Terry instead of Terry C. We need Johnny B to tell him to change that. You gotta change. You gotta change your name to Uncle Terry. I think that would be more fitting for you. And if we took a poll, I think people would agree. Let's do that. Start a poll. Boop. Oh gosh, I got to get up here on the keyboard. I'm gonna have to get up. Okay, so we won't do a poll because I don't want to get up and mess up Robert. Oh, there goes Robert. He's like, he's gonna go lay down on the floor. A name change equals weirdo. Come on, Terry. Uncle Terry. Who all here wants to see Terry change his name to Uncle Terry? We'll take a vote in the chat. And just let me know. Do you think it should be Uncle Terry? I ain't changing my name, dang it. Oh, man. Come on. Let's poll. Let's poll. Trying to get my screen over there. My screen's behind the screen here that you guys can't see. I ain't changing my name. All right. all of us will change our names to Terry C. And then when people are chatting, we don't know who the real Terry C is. We all have to assume that every one of them's Terry C. We'll get everybody to change their names, and then he'll be so sick of everybody being called calling themselves Terry C that he'll finally change his name to Uncle Terry. She kept it, changed it, but kept it the same. Is Johnny Bravo still on here? I wonder if there's like a rule you can't change it, but like every 48 hours or something like that. Oh, it took out the plays official, yeah. And you changed the profile pic to your real face. You had a a fake face, or you had the little icon thing. Yep. We'll go to Terry's YouTube page, copy his photo, and we'll all change our names, and then it'll be just Terry, Terry, Terry all down the comments. And some stranger will come in and be going, "Man, this Terry guy sure does talk a lot. Looks like he's arguing with himself." That'd be pretty funny, I think. People come through this live streams, they don't know what we're talking about, and they look at the chat and they're like, "Oh, no." Nobody? I think that'd be great. Or everybody change their name to Uncle Terry and he'll be the only Terry C. That could be. Is it? Hmm. It's nice and cool outside. I got the back door open in case he wanted to go out. But he's going to follow me everywhere I go. He's just laying there on the floor. It's probably too hot for him on this couch. He likes the hardwood because it's cooler, of course. Hey, Uncle Terry! TC, Uncle Terry. Ramesh changed his to Uncle Terry C. That's funny. Oh, let's pick on Terry Day. Pick on Terry Monday. Mm. You guys are too funny. Malcolm, don't read the chat. Oh gosh, what we got going on this day in history? Anything cool going on this day in history? Tomorrow will be Unky Terry Day. All right. I was with a terminal cancer and passed away before years out. Oh, the guy who released the Pentagon Papers, a whistleblower, he passed away. Oh yeah. I don't want a Monday. And of course, there's a whole stuff. Prohibition ended this day in history against drinking beer was ended in the United States, and the return of the malty beverage is celebrated on this day as Brew Year's Day, 1933. So today is Brew Year's Day. If you like beer, go get you one, bro. What? How's that even possible, John Doe? Russell Crowe is 59 years old today. Mikhail Gorbachev did some stuff in '85 with missiles. And then, let's see here. The first black woman to be in the United States Senate confirmed was in 22. Supreme Court. She's the first black woman to be in the Supreme Court in 2022. There you go. You have school. Ask the Clintons. Oh, yeah. And no housework day. National Beer Day. That sounds good. I wonder if anybody knows it's National Beer Day. Do you guys have a favorite beer that you like to drink? I like Heineken. I like Rolling Rock and Dos Equis and Modelo. I'm not crazy about the some of the IPAs. It's like they put too much in it. Some of the IPAs you get, your local breweries and stuff, they want to put kind of a twist to it. Give it some kind of spice or something like that, some other little stuff. I don't really like it that much. I really don't like it that much. You had to quit beer made you sad. What's an IPA? What does IPA stand for? Let's look that up here. We got Gemini. What does IPA stand for?
IPA can mean a few different things. It could be India Pale Ale, which is a type of beer. Or it could mean International Phonetic Alphabet, which is a system of symbols used to represent the sounds of spoken language. Did you have something specific in mind?
Why would it be called Indian Pale Ale, IPA? Is that what it means? It's fancy beer, Raj. But why would they reference beers here in the States as being IPA when they're made here in the States? They're not made in India. Or I piss a lot. It does make you do that, doesn't it? You don't drink it, you just borrow it. What does the IPA in IPA beer mean?
Ah, gotcha. Well, IPA stands for India Pale Ale. It's a type of beer that's known for being hoppy and having a higher alcohol content. They actually brewed it that way back, so it wouldn't spoil on the long voyage from England to India.
Well, there you go. I had no clue that it was India. I didn't doubt you, but I just wanted to verify that it wasn't confused or something like that. Indian Pale Ale, higher alcohol content, so it could travel from England to India and not spoil on the way. Huh. Very interesting. What do you say? It's shocking sometimes that we'll actually learn something on these little shows sometimes like that. Okay, I don't doubt you, John. I guess I did doubted you for a second. Honestly, I did check again with Google, but I wanted to make sure it understood I was associating it with beer and not just like the International Phonetic Alphabet, like it said, something like that, you know. So, but yeah, it gave me a little history on it. That kind of tied in and made it make sense. But why do people here in the States use that phrase? Why couldn't it be APA, American Pale Ale? It's going to be here in the United States. And then you could have CPA, Canadian Pale Ale. You could do all those type of things from different countries. And then you'd be able to know what country the beer come from. So if it's an MPA, it could be a Mexican Pale Ale. John Doe. Yeah, that is kind of a doubting name. We're a melting pot. Yeah, I get that we're a melting pot, but like Sierra is American Pale, but they don't call it an APA, do they? They don't label it that way. National Beaver Day. That's gonna make Terry very happy. You tell it's National Beaver Day, Terry's gonna get excited. Terry wants you to change your name back, Ramesh. Beaver, Oklahoma. Chico Kai yeast. I'm learning about beer today. Chico Kai yeast. Tell us more, John Doe. Enrich our minds. From 1056. So, correct me if I'm wrong. So this yeast strain, which they do in breads and kombucha and beer and all these different things like that, they take a little bit of the yeast from the previous batch and put it in a new batch, and you have generations and generations of this yeast that can go on for hundreds of years. Is that correct? I know they do that with some breads and stuff like that. Google Y yeast. Let's see what it says. It's just going to go into what yeast is. It doesn't understand. And if I could spell, that'd be good too. I have to type it in because I don't know how I would pronounce that for Google to understand. It's Laboratory is a well-known company that produces and supplies liquid yeast cultures primarily for the brewing industry, including home brewers and commercial brewers. Huh. Well, there you go. I'm learning a lot about beer. And they have all these different strands of yeast for different types of beer.
Y Yeast Laboratories is a well-known company that produces and supplies liquid yeast cultures primarily for the brewing industry, including home brewers and commercial breweries. Here's what's important to know about Y Yeast. Pioneering liquid yeast. Founded in 1986 in Oregon, Y Yeast is recognized as a pioneer in providing pure liquid yeast cultures to the craft brewing world. Before Y Yeast, brewers mainly relied on dry yeast, which had limitations in terms of strain diversity and potential for contamination.
Well, there you go. John knows all about this beer. He could be a master brewer. He could be a rookie brewer. He could play for the Brewers. You think he's AI? Well, that'd be kind of cool. Dry version 1050. So the liquid yeast, and they have different varieties of it, strains of it. They have an extensive strain collection. You get quality and consistency. That is really cool. That's really cool. I didn't know anything about that. That's going to be some of that good, worthless information I have at gatherings and stuff. Did you know? 04 is the British ale yeast. It's a significant and respected name in the brewing industry. High quality liquid yeast cultures. Innovative packaging. It's got to be cool packaging. It can't be like a tin can, mason jar, or a Ziploc bag. It's got to be something good, right? And a wide selection of strains that have played a key role in craft beer revolution. Huh. Well, I understood the concept of like taking strains of yeast and carrying it on generation to generation. I didn't think about. And I knew that was like with bread, but I didn't think about that with the with beer. It makes total sense. Terry's the fake uncle. Good morning, Liz. We're learning about yeast for beer. It's Brewers Day, National Beer Day. Going to say for punitive damages, Terry. Or defamation. Are you going to sue him for defamation? Giving you a bad name? It says it in here about the Smack Pack. I just didn't read all about that. It's got a whole paragraph on it. I'll read on it more, though. I don't want to take the whole thing, the whole episode about it. But yeah, that's really cool. It's got the Smack Pack paragraph when they're telling about it, too. Global supplier, family owned, innovative. Yeah. Fake Uncle Terry. we were joking around about everybody changed their names to Terry C. Uncle Terry C. And then he changed his name back. He got rid of the Uncle Terry. And then it just, because we want him to change his name to Uncle Terry, but he won't give up the Terry C. He won't give up the C on his name. And everybody just show up in the chat tomorrows as Terry C. We can still do it. We can get behind the scenes, create our own Discord page, exclude Terry, and plot against him for a future date. What are you gonna get from him? Indian dirt? You could get a cow or something like that, or a tiger or a snake. Got all kinds of creatures over there he could have sent to you if you sue him. Take his tiger. Take Ramesh's pet tiger from India that you thought was a lion. Picking on Terry hard today. You come clean the dirt. You gotta rinse and sift it and wash it and rinse again to get really clean dirt, and then he'll send it to you. Oh gosh, Jungle Terry instead of Uncle Terry. I don't know if Jungle Terry works for him. He wouldn't make a very good Tarzan, you know. He got a tiger. His neighbors may have a tiger. You don't know. Maybe that's what he spent all his money on, was a pet tiger. But he doesn't want to brag about it. Maybe Ramesh is modest about his pet tiger out back. You know? Feeds it stray dogs and other stuff. Who knows? 2 tigers. Aw, Terry. Well, I've got noisy birds out back. If you got noisy frogs. I remember this one night, some frogs out there, and he sounded like he was in the house. He was so damn loud. It was a tree frog. And he was on a tree outside the house next to a window. I had to hunt him down and find him. But it was so loud, this frog. I mean, it was insane. It was right next to your face, croaking insanely loud. But it was outside, so it was even louder. I finally found the little guy and had to carry him off somewhere. But it didn't really matter because I took him to a tree further away. He just sat there and kept making a bunch of noise for 3 days. Finally, he showed up. So I was like, what the hell is wrong with this damn frog? And it's a mating call. If you're muscular, you can face the tiger. He wants the moat. What's the moat? I'm not catching the conversation here. I don't know. I'm left out. Oh, the ditch. He wants to go out to the ditch because all the rain. Is he playing in the ditch? Oh my gosh. You need to get him a little sword or something like that. He could be a knight in shining armor, battling through the moat, attacking the house. Still dry. It's been raining up. My family up in Tennessee, they had tornadoes and flooding. Kentucky has a bunch of flooding going on right now. Terry can confirm that. Let him play in a dang ditch. It's better than climbing trees and falling out of a tree and breaking his arm. It's not like he's going to fall out of a ditch and break a limb, right? You had snow in Texas on Saturday? Just this last Saturday, you had snow. What? Playing the ditch all day. I say so with all the flooding. Some kid was running out to the bus and he got swept down the sidewalk by the floodwaters. I think he survived, but he did not catch his bus. And then, you know, some other people had some unfortunate demise because of the flooding waters. And they were telling some people to get to high ground. The officials like, look, we ain't got no other answers. You're just going to have to get up on that hill. I don't know what else you can do. Take a tent, a sleeping bag, maybe a lounge chair, whatever you can carry in your arms, and just get up that hill. The Ohio River is in the streets of downtown Louisville. Yeah. Uncle Terry is red now, like tomatoes. Ramesh. Ramesh has got his own comedy right now. You guys are awesome. Head for the hills. We got flood waters, y'all. No anger, just making fun of your ignorance. It's like this, yeah. Ignorance can be fixed. Stupid is forever. So there you go. I don't think you could hurt Ramesh's feelings, honestly. I really don't. Unless you just told him we're going to ban him from the channel and never talk to him again. I think that'd be the only way that you could hurt Ramesh's feelings, in my opinion. Yeah. Huh. The first commercial communication satellite was launched 60 years ago yesterday. You're sucking cows and crows. Oh my gosh. It's so funny. To try to block him? Oh, we're not going to block Ramesh. He's our contact from across the sea. Istanbul didn't even show up today. He's our only foreign visitor today. Everybody's here in the States. He's our international guest, Ramesh is. Or Uncle Terry C, I should say. He's not Ramesh anymore. He may change it back. Straight cow milk, straight out. Yeah, that's what somebody had to do first. The first time somebody had cow's milk. I wonder if that's how they really did it. The first time, just went up to the cow and said, you know what, if that baby cow can do it, I can do it. All right, well, it's 7:45. It's time for me to go. Thanks for joining me this morning, guys. I hope you have a great day, a happy Monday. Like, share, subscribe, watch some other stuff. I'll probably be on again later this afternoon, working on the truck, playing some video games. I don't know. It's raining out. Really can't go anywhere or do anything. So just have a great day. Compliment a stranger. You might make somebody smile. And Robert is still just passed out on the floor here. He'll wake up in about 2 seconds. Bye, guys.